Happy Flosstube Friday, friends! My name is Kari and this is Tiger Lily Designs. Welcome to Flosstube episode number 47. Yay! All right, so we have a jam-packed Friday for you. I am up bright and early, getting her done before my long, busy day. But I hope you've got your knitting or your stitching or your dishes or your cooking or whatever you're doing while you're visiting here with me. Get to it. It's going to be fun. Welcome if you're a returning subscriber. Thanks so much for coming back. If you're new here, my channel has a lot of quilting, a little stitching, newly added knitting segment because I went down that rabbit hole. We've got lots of goodness. Today, I want to go over, as I do, my little table of contents to let you know what today's episode is going to include. It is super fun. So we have, hold on, brain. Okay, so what do we have? We have WIPS. I have 3 WIPs that I worked on this week that are stitching related that I wanted to share with you. I have my knitting WIP that has been consuming lots of my free time, my fun time. I have just been enjoying making the progress on that, so I want to give you the update on that. I have an unboxing today. I got some haul this week, and so I thought it would be fun. It's a little quilting segment. I got the Jolly box from Fat Quarter Shop. I purchased that when it first came out a couple months ago. I don't even know. But when they sent me the email and they said, do you want to purchase this? I said, yes, add to cart immediately. So I'm super excited. Haven't opened it yet. So let's open that together. I have so one of my WIPs is a color conversion that I did thanks to y'all's recommendation for me to just change the colors because the colors, although are fantastic, that were originally designed in Kari's world of bright and fun, I needed to switch it up. And so I did, and I am super loving the conversion I made. I'm an Aurifil artisan this year for 2022 and 2023, so I like to convert, and then also we switched thread weights. More details to come, but that is super fun. I have the giveaway winner from last week's video, which is super exciting. I can't wait to give those earrings away. And then lastly, before we get into it, I am going to give you all the details for the 12 days of Stitchmas. So if you don't know what that is, let me give you like 30 seconds. So last year, Flossmas, I did 1 video a day for December 1 through 24. And the grand prize was on the 25th. So daily videos. I'm not doing 24 daily videos. I'm doing 12 daily videos, but I'm jamming probably 3 times as much content into just those 12 days, and I'm so excited about it. So I'm going to give you the details of all the things later on in today's episode. And then I also will have a giveaway today too, because it's just so fun sharing holidays, all the things, want to give back to you. Okay, so let's just dive right in, shall we? Let's start with it. Well, let's ease into the stitching. We'll start with one of my WIPs. Now I showed you guys this. This was a new start. Time is flying by. This was a new start, I think, last week. New start with my friend Sarah. We're doing the Friendsgiving sale. Where is my little project information card? Here we go. It's the Feast of Friendship by Blackbird Designs. I'm stitching it on LFA linen, 16 count millstone. This was one of their exclusive colors for their Ada Club. It was the April color of this year, so I believe it will come out this April-ish time frame. I did a little bit of color conversions. You can see here I changed some of them, but the rest of them are called for Blackbird colors because, you know, they're pretty good. The hashtag we're using is the Friendsgiving Sal. There's no the. Hashtag Friendsgiving Sal, and that's with my friend Sarah. And so, in case you don't know, like, this is it. So excited. Like I said, Blackbird colors are gorgeous. Here they are in a Hot Mess Express. Yep. There they are. But I did give this one a couple days, hours. I don't know. I feel kind of silly saying days because it's not like I spend 8 hours a day stitching on them. I do not. It's one of those after dinner, if I don't have to go back to the studio and work, I'll give myself a couple hours of like decompression, dishes are done, all the things before I go to bed. So that is my day. That's just how it is. So it did get a couple nights, hours. I don't know. But you can see I should have taken, I'm going to do better because I really enjoy some of the floss tubers I watch where they have like this is what it looked like last week and this is what it looks like this week. I think that's super fun. So I do want to do better about that. I don't document my weekly transitions. So I'll take a picture today to show you where it is today. And then next time I show it to you, I'll be able to pop up the little screenshot like I want to. But you can see, let me remind you, I did this little pineapple. I added some of this green endive. I'm working on filling in or creating the stem. To be honest, what I was trying to do was get over. So I'm working on this stem right here to get the pumpkin outlined. So then I have pumpkin filling, but then I want to get over to the house because that house is a beast. And I just like to have, as I like to tell you guys, I like to have multiple just fill in. Don't have to refer to a project. It's perfect Christmas movie watching, which is on my agenda for like the entire month of December. Although I might be Christmas movie knitting. We'll see. But either way, the mindless knitting or the fill-in stitching both play super nice with watching Christmas movies. And so that's what I want to do. Obviously I've got some fill-in here. I did a little bit of fill-in. We did watch, it was Gilmore Girls with Lily. She came home, I'm not going to tangent, but she came home on the Wednesday train. And so she's home now for until Thanksgiving break. So I'm not going to go to listen, I watch Flosstube to be happy and to kind of like take a break from the real world. So we're not going to go to the real world, but I just want to thank everyone for like reaching out and checking in and all the things and prayers and thoughts and things. But Lily's home and listen, I can't even imagine anyway. Flosstube is supposed to be happy, right? So we're going to go back to the happy. Feast of Friendship. Worked on that. That's so great. So, I made some progress on that. I've got some fill-in. We'll see how far I go. So another one that I worked on, another one that I got a little bit of love this week is another Sal that is in one of my vinyl front bags because she's a big girl. But this is one of my big girls, as I affectionately call so many of my samplers the big girls. This one, oh, I didn't even realize we have two Aurifil floss. So this is Aurifil floss, wooden spools, floss, 6-stranded floss. You'll understand why I'm telling you this later. But this is my conversion I did on this gorgeous pattern by Fox and Rabbit. Yay, it's not in the plastic. Miss Felicia. So I need to do better about writing the hashtag on my project tracker card. So here is my color conversion. As you can see, I converted all the colors from DMC to an Aurifil floss. There was only 12. Is that right? 12? Ooh, 12 colors. So I thought it was the perfect one to go ahead and try my hand at an Aurifil floss conversion. This is in one of my custom designs. I haven't released a pattern. I know, shame on me. Don't get mad. It's coming. It's on the list. Like all the hours need more. But so it's not so close. It's nowhere near even so close. Progress. So if I had a before, hold on. Here I was thinking that was a floss. No. That's, I like to do color completion. So you see, that's not just a random piece of thread. That's a little bit of pink flower because I had a little bit of pink floss left over from something. So it's coming along. If I had a before picture to show you what it looked like last time I showed you, it would show you that a lot of this border, I had the green border done. I'm working on adding the yellow and this peachy pink. And I ended up giving myself, remember that was my treat. Once I finished, I like to reward myself, baby steps. Once I finished the border, I could work on this Venus flytrap flower, and I did. And so obviously then I moved on to that other flower, and I finally, if you've been following along, I finally ripped out that first color. I did a first color conversion, didn't like the bright green. Wasn't bright green. That's why I didn't like it. So I ordered a new bright green. Love the new bright green. So this is my progress. This is stitched on. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 20 count LFA popover. So it's one strand of floss. Again, Ada Stitcher, everything's on Ada in case you're new, but this is a sampler on this gorgeous popover hand dyed by Sue at LFA Linens. They are my people. She is my girl. You can get those hand dyed Ada and linens. She does both from Treehouse Fiber Hearts. And so I will link all of them down below. They have a super great floss tube. If you don't watch them, I think this is the week. They do one every other week. This might be their on week. I don't know. They didn't pop up during my early morning. I've been knitting since 5 a.m. because, yeah, I'm a little weird. Here, I'll just insert a little picture. This is what I do. I wake up and I do a little morning time. It's enjoyment for me before I start my day by the Christmas tree lights when it's still dark outside. My favorite. So that is my progress on Miss Felicia. So fun. All right. So now we're going to stick with stitching because it's called Flosstube, right? So we're going to stick with stitching. So let's just review this is the exciting one. Well, hold on. Before we do that, I did work on, so the reason I only have 3 WIPs and there's not a lot of huge project, I'm going to show you the back. And yes, I have messy backs, but I'm okay with it. Listen, it's real life, people. Yep. So that's the back. That's my little teaser. If you don't know, I will put a picture right here. This is my first Tiger Lily exclusive freebie chart. If you haven't grabbed it, grab it. If you're stitching it, tag me on Instagram if you're showing your progress or your finished project. Maybe it's up on your tree. Yay! But as I told you, that was one of 3 ideas that were percolating in my brain. And so I have charted number 2, and I'm actually test stitching number 2. I tweaked the pattern just a little bit. That's the reason I test stitch because listen, I don't even know what I'm doing. So I'm just making it up, but that's the back. Any ideas? It's so close, so close. And I'll give you a spoiler. You're gonna get her during Stitchmas. Yes, it's a her. That's all my tricks. That's all my little sneaks. Okay. Now let's talk. Let's refresh. Let me review what we're talking about here. Now, listen, Prarie Schooler can do no wrong. Gorgeous, right? 12 days of Christmas. I'm a sucker for 12 days of Christmas anything. 12 days of Christmas ornament, 12 days of Christmas doodah, 12 days of Stitchmas little event I'm going to do. Like, obviously, I want holidays to be long and fun all day. Fun all the time. So 12 days of everything. I'm here for it. So I got these 12 days of Santa's, 12 days of Christmas. These are the cardstock from my local L&S in Stitches here in Mount Vernon that I was able to get the pattern. Super cute, right? Look, Santa, and he's just doing all the things. Well, so it's a different twist on it, right? Oh, and then the 12 days of Christmas, of course, the samplers from Hello from Liz Matthews. Love those. I stitched on that. I'll show you next time. That was just more fill-in of that. Remember that banner with the birds and the singing? The banner fill-in. I mean, I could fill that in for days. Fill in for days, people. So I just showed you guys this. I showed you this. Let's just stay focused for a hot minute, shall we? I showed you this. This is on 20 count vintage country mocha. It is really dark, so I'll back it up. It's not quite as dark, but I mean, it's pretty dark. It's vintage country mocha, right? Vintage country mocha, 20 count Ada. Remember? Ada Stitcher. So I'm using this is called for. This is called for DMCs. I have all of them right here, abominated, pretty, not, but whatever, it works. The DMC called for 1 strand over 1 on 20 count. Okay, and when we talked about this, I don't even remember when I started this. I started this pre-tracker cards. When did my tracker cards come out? I don't know. Oh, speaking of, everybody, like, randomly you asked me, you can purchase my project information cards. If those are something that it's exciting for you to put in your cards to keep track of all the things, I have links down below where you can grab them either in a pack of 10 or a pack of 50. Anyway, just because I find them super, super useful just to keep them with, rather than a little binder notebook thing of all my things, because and end up never having the binder, notebook, journal, catalog thing with me. But if it's a card inside my project bag, I have that. And so I'm able to reference like what my flosses are, when I started, all the things. It's right there handy. Anyway, so I started this sometime this year. I don't know when. Marchish. Let's just say Marchish. And I did, of course, call for it because, you know, Prarie Schooler. Okay, but last time I talked about this, I was speaking to me, like, this is super great. It's just a little prim for me. Like I'm a bright and colorful, like I do a lot of pink. I do a lot of aqua, a lot of color changing because that's just who I am. It's the Tiger Lily twist, right? I need to copyright that or trademark it or whatever it is. Anyway, so many of you, when I talked about that last time, well, it's been a hot minute. I talked about it a while ago and you said, listen, you're not going to want to stitch all 12 of them if on day one. So I started with day one. If you're not even speaking, if day one's not even speaking to you in these colors, because it's a little too prim for me. Change it up. Do your Tiger Lily twist. So what did I do? Sure did. Sure did. Thank you all my friends. All right. So not only did I Tiger Lily twist, I Tiger Lily twisted and then some. So as I mentioned, I'm an Aurifil artisan. And so I did the Aurifil floss. Miss Felicia is the Aurifil floss. Aurifil offers floss, 6-stranded floss, very comparable to DMC, cotton, not over-dyed, all solid color floss, 6-stranded on the wooden spools. Super cute. And that's what I'm stitching that sampler with. And it stitches up wonderfully. I feel like it doesn't knot as much as the DMC does. It could be because I bombinate, and as you saw my DMC ring, it's a hot mess. So that could be like my problem. But anywho, but I wanted to try for this one. Aurifil offers, obviously, like if you're a quilter, you know Aurifil. 40 weight and 50 weight. Put them in your sewing machine, sew it. It's beautiful, right? And then they have all the weights in between. But what they have that was interesting that I thought could play nice in the world of stitching and cross stitch is a 12 weight. Now, of course, I haven't drank the Kool-Aid. I haven't tried. So that's why I haven't drank the Kool-Aid of this sulky 12 weight spools. But I feel like that was all the rage. That was so like in this year or last year or recently, within the last year or so. The 12 weight sulky, because you pull it one strand off the spool. Sulky is another manufacturer of thread that comes on spools, very much like sewing machine thread where it comes in all the different weights. Well, so Sulky had a 12 weight, which means it's very thick. Just a little bit of thread education. So the higher the number, the thinner the thread. Listen, I probably could relate to spinnings and fibers and all the things, but the rule of thumb is higher number, thinner thread, lower number, thicker thread, right? So 12 weight, thick, 50 weight, thin. That's what you use usually for your top quilting or when you're piecing together. I use 40 weight usually for my quilting, but 50 weight for your patchwork work. 50 weight and 40 weight is kind of interchangeable. It's kind of personal preference, which one you like for your sewing machine piecework. And then there's top quilt stitching. Anyway, tangent. 12 weight Aurifil. Moral of the story is I decided, let's give them a whirl, shall we? Okay, it doesn't come on wooden spools because it's supposed to go on. Like you can sew with this. You can put this in your sewing machine too. It's thicker. And I should pull out one for you to see. So this is 12 weight Aurifil. Let's see. Because I said I should. Let's do, shall we? So this is, what is this? This is 50 weight. Okay, so this is their highest weight. So I know the color's not the same, but you can at least see if you sew. Can you see the difference? You can't even, because of course I picked a color that is not theirs. It's a variegated color. Okay, 50 weight, 12 weight. Do you see? Anyway, so this is what either 50 or 40 is what you usually put, what is commonly used in a sewing machine for piecework. 50 weight. 50 or 40, like I said. But that's the thickness of it. That's the difference between the thickness. And I should pull a thread out. 6-stranded thread. But so, well, let's do, shall we? Hold, please. I wasn't planning on making this a thread education, but it's just fun to see the differences. Okay. And of course, I'm using this sketchy piece of paper card thing, but you'll get the drift. Okay, so 6-stranded floss, 12 weight. I really should pull out a red for apples to apples. Well, here's at least a darker color. It's not red, it's purple. 50. So you see, 50 weight, 12 weight, and then the 6-strand floss. All Aurifil, all come on the spools of some sort. The floss comes on the wooden spools. All their sewing machine thread comes on the plastic spools, traditional to spools of thread. Okay, hold on. I don't want to get everything all mixed up. Okay, so back to my story. 12 weight is equivalent to approximately 2 strands of DMC. I don't know if it's 2 strands of the Aurifil, which I think is pretty comparable to the DMC thickness strand. So we're just going to go with it. It's 2 strands. So a lot of people are using the Sulkies, which is also 12 weight, for 1-strand stitching, but on 14 or 16 or 28 or 32, right? The bigger threads where you usually would have to use 2 strands. And if you stitch on higher counts, one of the advantages of higher counts is it's 1 strand, so you don't have to worry about them twisting or mixing up or all the things. But this way you get the best of both worlds. You get the thicker coverage, bigger count, so you can stitch on fabric that you can see because it's bigger boxes, or the finished product will be bigger. Maybe that's what you want it for. But then you have the advantage of 1 strand. So I was so excited to do it. Okay, so what did I do? And of course, I don't have... This is not going to be pretty because I didn't pull out a pretty situation. But I did... Okay, first of all, cute is this? I did a full color Aurifil conversion for all the Prarie Schoolers. They're all very similar in colors. 16 or 17 colors is what you need to do all 12. So, and of course, this is the red. Okay. Not this primmy burgundy, which is lovely. Lovely. Just not bright and in your face and kind of woo Christmas, which is what I am. So I did a full color conversion to Aurifil 12 weight floss. Now, I don't have my fancy girl. This is real life, people. I didn't think I was going to share this to you, so that's why it's not all pretty and fancy yet. I will get it pretty and fancy, but we're only stitching 1 day, so this is going to be around a while. So this is how I did it. So if you want to take a screenshot, this is your jam. This is the DMC, and this is the Aurifil. 12 weight Aurifil. So next, what I'm doing is I'm auditioning fabrics to understand the thread. What thread I like. Now remember, this is 20 count 1-strand DMC. Well, I can't use 20 count because this is basically a 2-strand equivalent to in a 1-strand. So I bumped up and I auditioned a couple different fabrics, and I won't bore you with the details of my fabric auditioning. But what I did learn is that holy moly, and this is not like, not a newsflash, but it was just so in your face. And I should have kept my sample stitches to show you. And maybe I'll do another one just for a little comparison situation sometime. The difference between so obviously I wanted either a 14 or 16 count. That's usually what you do with 2 strands, right? As an aided stitcher, 14 or 16 or 28 or 32. And so here I am. I went to my fabric box O colors, and I'm in the beigey neutrally colors because that's what I want. And I'm auditioning 14 and 16 counts. Well, I have 14 and 16 counts both in store-bought Witchelt or Zweigart right off the bolt, as well as hand-dyed LFA linen is one of my favorites. I have some color and cotton. I have some fiber on a whim. I have needle bling. I have lots of different ones. So I pulled them all out. The drastic difference between so I was going with 16 count. I wanted it just to be a little smaller, smidge. And I wanted the nice thicker coverage. So I went to the 16 count. So I had a 16 count LFA, I had a 16 count color and cotton, and I had a 16 count Witchell. Stitched up, just a little like sampler in the corner, or a little, 4x3, little 12 box square, just to see the coverage of this Aurifil 12 weight. Again, I should have saved it. Snap on me. But the moral of the story is, holy moly, the difference is just drastic. So don't always assume just because it says 16 count, they are not all created equal. Like, I held up the 16 count color and cotton. Most importantly, that was the one I wanted to try because that was the one where I liked the colors, the floss toss as much, the best. And so I actually ended up cutting all 12 squares. It's like, well, this is the one. Okay, but when I got to stitching on it, that 16 count color and cotton was equivalent to this 20 count vintage country mocha. Like, and I counted, I pulled out my ruler and my gauge, and I was like, holy moly, this says 16 count. I mean, I bought it from Fat Quarter Shop. It said 16 count, but dang nabbit, it is 20 count. And so 20 count stitching with 12 weight thread, equivalent to 2 strands, it was just too thick. So the moral of the story is, don't be afraid to audition your stitch counts as well and adjust your thread coverage as needed. So without further ado, let's show you. So I didn't go and start with day one again because, day one is 2/3 of the way done. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that one or if I'm going to make them all match. Chances are I'm going to make them all match because I am loving this. Yeah, I know, needle right in the middle. Y'all be like yelling and screaming at me. It's okay. This is 16 count white chocolate Witchelt. So it is a stiffer. I mean, it's not hand dyed. It is stiffer. But this 16 count is the one. Do you see that coverage with this Aurifil 12 weight? It is perfection. In my opinion, in my honest opinion, it is perfection. Just enough of the fabric poking through, not huge and puffy. And I mean, I can't say perfection in any other way. So obviously I got Santa all ready for some Christmas movie stitching. But so that is number 4. I didn't go to number 2. I went to number 4 with the little blue birds. Well, they're not blue birds, whatever they are. Adorable is what they are. So this, I'm so excited. First of all, thank you so much for giving me the confidence to not stitch Prarie Schooler. I know I kind of felt like I was breaking rules and stuff. And, I'm not saying like I'm a huge rule follower, but there aren't cross stitch police, but still. So I have them all my little spools in this cute little zipper pouch that I found. This was a Tiger Lily Designs craft show product that I used to have. Like I told y'all last week, I used to do like artisan markets and craft shows and all the things. And so I have an inventory like out that'll blow your mind back there that I'm trying to sell off so that I can make room for all the fun things I have happening in 23. And so I need to make room. So the moral of the story is this was a cute little, holds 16 spools perfectly, and I'm able to toss it inside my bag. And so let me just put everything back in to my cute little bag. So we're going to segue right to the giveaway because what did I do? I went ahead and I went through the box and decided let's give away 3 zipper cases because I've got them and they're fun. So who wants to be a sock monkey twinsy with me? Super cute. So they're just a fully lined, quilted, batted, cute little zipper bag, pencils, makeup, spools of thread, scissors, whatever you want. It's a cute little toss of cords, all the things. Okay, I'll give you some other ideas when I show you the next one. So Sock Monkey Twin is giveaway number 1. Use the word monkey. Okay, so of course, normal giveaway rules. You need to be a subscriber to the channel. You need to like the video and you need to say the keyword. And I'm going to do, we'll see whether it's next week or it's 2 weeks when I draw the winners. I don't know if I'm going to do a Black Friday video because Flosstube Friday is on Black Friday. And I'm not going to be shopping or anything, but I will just be like vegging and eating pumpkin pie for breakfast because that's what you do on Black Friday in my world. So Sock Monkey is giveaway number 1. Cute little sock monkey. You can be twinsies with me. And then the other 2 I know are not stitching. You're like, what the heck-a-doodle? But if you have a grandchild or a child in your life, these are perfect. So here is a race car. So if you have like those little Hot Wheels, oh my gosh. So like, did you have to take Hot Wheels to restaurants? First of all, obviously pre Panini, when you had to go to things and play. So colored pencils, crayons, race cars, all the things. So this is a race car, perfect little zipper pouch. So maybe you can put it in somebody's stocking. You can fill it up with a gift card, give it to somebody. Anyway, I thought it would be fun to share with you. It's not just race cars. What is it? It's construction worker vehicles. Even better. So use the word car. I have no idea how you're going to use that word and related to stitching, but good luck. And then the last one, another random one. This was back when my kids were teenagers and Doctor Who was all the rage. This was also in my bag o' goodies. So if you have a Doctor Who fan in your life, perfect. So use the word who. Who, car, and monkey. These are the giveaways for today. Hopefully that's something fun. I know it's not really stitching related, but I made them. So Tiger Lily kind of on brand, maybe. I don't know. So that is my stitching for today. Let's do a boxing. Let's do the unboxing before I move on to something fun. Okay? So I'm going to enter the unboxing video right here. I did record it separately because it was a top-down video, but here it is. Yay. Okay, friends, let's open up my 2022 Jolly Box from Fat Quarter Shop exclusive. So cute. Look at the little cozy Christmas printing on the box up top. It's got a sweet little insert. There's a coupon code on that. I don't want to show you. All right, let's see what we got. So this is a little thing that tells you all about what's in here. That's fun. Let's just dig in and see what we got. So the first thing we have is the exclusive Alpha Bee in My Bonnet Red rotary cutter. And as you know, if you've been around for a while, and of course it's right over here, this is my rotary cutter of choice. This is my pink one because, you know, pink's my jam. But I love, you can never have too many, so this is fantastic. What are these? These are a fabric marker laundry basket quilts. Mark your fabrics with the So Daisy fabric markers to organize your fabric cuts. So they look like little plastic paper clips. That's interesting. I'm not quite sure how I would use those. Aw, this is one of those Jolly Box exclusives. It's one of those tool organizers. I do have like a caddy. I have that over there by my sewing machine, one of the short, long ones, but this is a cute little extra one. You can never have too many organizations. An Omni Grid mini ruler rack. That's super cute. If you keep your rulers organized on a tabletop, this is a great way to keep them all vertical like. I put mine in a drawer in an IKEA system in my island. So I'll have to figure out a different use for this sweet little tool, but that's cute. I love this little cutout. I wonder what you could put in there. Then we've got a cup of cheer from Kimber Bell. My guess is it's all the fabric you need to make this super sweet, so gifted quilt pattern. Let me make sure. This Cup of Cheer fabric collection is adorned with brightly colors, with 2 charm packs and exclusive panel. This fabric is triple the Christmas cheer thread. The So Gifted quilt pattern is exclusive to the Jolly Box, and it is easy project to whip up with the 2 cups of cheer charm packs from the Jolly Box. The Christmas, so yes, so it's got 2 charm packs in it. Well, let's go ahead and just dig into the fabric, shall we? Because I don't believe the fabric is exclusive. The pattern is exclusive to the box, but the fabric isn't. So that's exciting. So what's this? This is like a panel. And then it comes with 2 cups of cheer charm packs. So sweet. So let's just look at some of this fabric, shall we? Oh, love a good car. White based snowflakes. Listen, you can tell that these colors are my jam. If anybody who uses pink in their Christmas decorations, those are my kind. Oh, I feel like I had this on one of my keepers. This, oh my goodness, I love that. That might be needing to be the binding. I'm gonna have to order that one to be the binding for this quilt. I bet this quilt stitches up super fast. Aqua and pink and navy. Yes, this in red was definitely. Listen, if you had a keeper, there was 2 keepers that used this fabric. Of course, I used it all up. So sweet. So obviously I liked it. That is such a sweet. And then the box, and then the quilt, and then the panel. That is such a cute little block. I bet it whips up. It's a 5-inch square right in the middle, and then a little bow tie. So sweet. And then family game night with Kimberbell playing cards. 2 game ideas included. Are they just regular playing cards? I'm sure they are. This card deck is easy to read and contains rules for 2 quilt-themed card games. Bring out the milk and cookies and let the family fun begin. Oh my goodness, this was so sweet. I love getting the surprise box. And look at all the cute little, sweet little box. I might have to just whip up this quilt real quick this weekend. Get a flannel back. I was looking last night, we were watching a movie, and I could not find my Christmas quilt to save my life because I needed those back with flannel because it's cold. And I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. So maybe I'll just whip me up a new one. But that was the cute little Jolly Box from Fat Quarter Shop. Okay, so wasn't that super fun? Yay, unboxing. I have no idea what it is. Let's do the giveaway winners from last week. Now, remember last week I showed you guys our video sponsor was this fantastic jewelry company, Ana Luisa. And you guys, so many of you really appreciated it, and I appreciated you appreciating it. And I'm super excited to give away for this week's winner. So this morning I did the YouTube random comment picker where you put in the video and you do all the things and it spits out a name. And I didn't even, so the winner of today's video is Miss Sarah. Congratulations, Miss Sarah. So I'm so excited, so excited. And remember, you have your choice. Now we can be earring twinsies. So you have your choice of either silver or gold. Just send me a message. You know how to contact me. And let me know which one you want, silver or gold, and we can be earring twinsies. So thank you so much again to our sponsor and for their sharing of their jewelry with me so then I could share with you. That's what I like to do, share with my people. So moving right along, let's do a Stitchmas. Circle back. Let me tell you about Stitchmas. Let me give you just a little bit of the deets on what Stitchmas is going to be about. Now, like I said, I've told you guys before, and again, if you were here last year, then you already know all those things. But 12 days of Stitchmas is how it's different. Last year, let's review. Last year, 1 through 24, I had a new Etsy designer, cross stitch designer every day. And I worked on their chart the night before and I did tiger lily twists a lot of the times. And I was just sharing a new or a new to me cross stitch designer with you every day. So much fun. So much fun. You guys gave so much support to so many new people. You found them. You follow them on Instagram now, which is great. You buy their patterns now. You do all that. That's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I want about this whole thing. The huge part of my Tiger Lily mission, I don't even know, mission, plan, agenda thing. What I strive to do is to support small business. As a small business person who I've been a small business for 15 years or so, I love to give back and to support other small business. And so what better way than to expose new small businesses to my followers, to my subscribers, to the people that appreciate what I say, I guess. I don't know. And so I decided cross stitch was great and I'm going to do it, but let's make it bigger. Let's make it bigger and better. And that was mainly because of the rabbit hole I've gone down here in the last 6 months or so. So, any guesses on how it's getting bigger and better? Yeah, you've guessed it, friends. Knitting is now taking over. It's not taking over, but it's certainly going to play nice and hold hands with my stitching. And so what 12 days of Stitchmas is, you ready? It is a 3-part, some days 4-part video every day. So every day I will come on. Now, first, this is available for download right now. The link is down below if you played along last year. This is a crossword puzzle because I also love puzzles and games and making things more fun. So last year, there is a grand prize giveaway. What do you have to do to enter the grand prize giveaway? You have to download the crossword puzzle. Every day during the video, takes me a while to remember. Sometimes I add the clips at the end, but either way, by the end of the video, you're given the word of the day. The word of the day is used for 2 reasons. One reason is you're going to put it in your crossword puzzle. For example, day 1 is down number 8. Crossword puzzle rules, right? So anyway, you watch all 12 days and you fill in your crossword puzzle. You follow the directions on how to submit your puzzle and you're entered in for the grand prize giveaway. Now, if you remember, the grand prize giveaway last year had almost $400 worth of retail value goodies, like bonkers awesome. Many of which were donated from these companies that I featured. Lots of Tiger Lily products were included, some randomness, some things I bought, some things I added. Anyway, the grand prize was crazy and it's going to be crazy again. So this year, again, there are going to be daily prizes. And so that's why I said that the word of the day is going to be used for 2 reasons. One reason, filling out your crossword puzzle. Have it handy, print it out, get it ready. Starts on December 1st, right? So you're going to need to know the word of the day for December 1st. You put it in there. You're also going to use that word of the day in your comment for that video to be entered in the daily giveaway. So there's not only a grand prize giveaway, yay, which we're going to build on as the days progress. Just showing you guys how they get bigger and better. And every day we'll add something for the daily giveaway and we'll also add something to the big grand box. And so by the end of the 12 days, the box will be bonkers and we'll have daily giveaways every day. Okay, where are the giveaways coming from? What are they? This is where it gets so exciting, friends. Okay, so like I said, it's a 3-part, sometimes 4-part process video. The videos, last year they were 10 minutes. If you know me, sometimes I get a little chatty. So they could be 20. We'll see. It's just going to be, plan accordingly. Maybe you're going to binge watch them all on the weekend. I don't know. It's an organic thing. We're going to go as we go, but I'm just excited for you. It's all going to be great is the moral of the story. So what is this 4 parts? Part number 1, and these are no particular order. Part number 1 is I will have a new Tiger Lily holiday themed finish piece that you've never seen every day. So for 12 days, now you might have seen the stitched piece because I do have some things that I might need to be finished box, but I am committing to you that for 12 days, there will be a new finish, a finish you haven't seen of a holiday themed stitch, Christmas themed, like that's the holiday we're talking about. So there'll be one, that's part one. Stitching, finishing, inspiration, hopefully. And I'm going to be using lots of small business tools, equipment, paraphernalia. Ooh, that's a Jeopardy word of the day. To finish said finish. And they're all going to be done. Like right now, none of them are done. So the good news is that anything that I use to finish, hopefully, unless I thrift it, which listen, I thrift stuff. So that will be kind of hard for you to duplicate. But if I am using a product, like I got something at the Target dollar spot just 2 days ago, you can probably still go get that. I know I have 2 finishing boards, pieces, things that are coming from some of my favorite small businesses. So those are going to be things. So finishing inspiration, step 1. So excited. A, the pattern, A, the finishing business, lots of things. So that's the Tiger Lily portion of the daily video. The other 2 pieces, right, are going to be at least 2, could be 3, featured small businesses. Yay! So these featured small businesses are going to be cross-stitch designers. These featured small businesses will be yarn indie dyers. They will be finishing products. They will be quilting notions. They will be knitting notions. They will be stitching notions. They will be all the things that you could need personally to put on your wish list, that you could gift to any of your knitting or stitching friends. Oh, so many things. The goodies have just been starting to arrive from these small businesses. It took me months to source and find some fantastic small businesses around the entire country. There's a couple international, which is exciting, but mostly US small businesses. And I'm going to be sharing, like I did last year, sharing with you a catalog of their goodies, as well as telling you their small business story, because that is my thing. I love to share people's small business stories with you. I think it makes it so much more exciting, pleasurable, happy to support, rather than just clicking on listen, I'm an Amazon girl, so don't get me wrong, but rather than just clicking on Amazon add to cart and just knowing it's going into the world of big boxes, to know that you're supporting Susie or Molly or Jamie or Bridget or any of their names or any of these gals. I think everybody's a woman so far, that you're contributing to their livelihood. Anyway, so excited. So like I said, each day so far, 12 days, I have at least 2 businesses per day. There's some with 3. I can't wait. Okay. So that is 12 days of Stitchmas. I hope you're as excited as I am. I'm hoping that at least during these 12 days, you're going to find a new designer, a new indie dyer, a new notion doodah thinger finder that just speaks to you, that it gets you excited, that reinvigorates. So many of you have reached out to me or commented saying that my knitting adventure has reinvigorated your love of that fiber art, and I am so excited for that. I'm so excited for you, and I'm so excited that you're letting and enjoying my invasion of the Flosstube to have a little knitting segment, because I'm really enjoying it, and so sharing it with you just adds to the fun. So that is Stitchmas. And speaking of knitting, let's just go there, shall we? Before we end the video. So again, here is my cute, and I promise this pattern is also coming. I'm working on those 12 days of Christmas bundles, the exclusive bundles that go out. So hopefully once that's my to-do list, and once that's done, then I can start writing some patterns. Now, if it's your first time here, let me just show you what I'm doing. This is my 1.5 project. I did do a half a knit. I haven't, we're not going to talk about my second hat. I'm doing a cardigan. It is the Harvest cardigan from Tin Can Knits. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. Okay, so anybody else went down the Ravelry hole? Holy, I feel like I have to set a timer, or I end up like time suck. It's like Pinterest of the 90s, where all of a sudden you'd be like, I've been sitting here and doing this for 3 hours. when I could have been knitting during that 3 hours, but instead I'm just looking at pretty things that I could make or want to make. Holy cow, the reflection. The sun's coming up, can you tell? All right, we'll take those off. So this is my beautiful yarn. Let me show you. Oh. Now, of course I can't read it. I took my glasses off. This is Malabrigo Rio in the colorway ArchAngel. These are all the cakes I got from the local Magpie Knits, which is a super adorable yarn shop down in Charlottesville, UVA, where Lily goes to school. So here's my swatch gauge. Super cute. Loved swatching. So I think I'm gonna have like a little swatch cork board because I feel like swatching is so fun. Okay, but so this is ball number 2. Okay, first of all, life-changing, friends. Pulling from the sides and not the middle and getting that yarn barf. So thankful for you guys telling me that it's okay that I did this because this is life-changing. So I'm on almost ball number 2 is done, right? So let me show you. And it has armholes and everything. Hold on, it's inside out. Do you see? Like, let's see. I'm going to put her on. I'm going to try. And we're going to see if it works. Ta-da! Okay, so obviously because, you know, it's all bunched up here, so it would be bigger. But I think my fit is working. And I have sleeves. And my holes are actually going to fit my arms. And the things... Do you see? Now I have like way more to do, but I have to decide. I just finished the body repeat and now it's keep knitting until you get to your desired length. So I just have to decide where I want my cardigan to hit. I know, like, I put on that one this morning specifically so we could kind of talk about, I love, it actually like crosses over my chest. I was afraid that I was knitting too small. At some point I put it on earlier. Like, so this is where I was last week. I used my little fancy stitch marker. This is where I was last week. And this is where I am this week. Can you tell? This is what's been consuming my time. But I love the colors. I love it. I love it so much that I've already like bought way too much more. Like, I don't care. I don't hate it. I'm here for it. I'm super excited. So that is my update on my harvest cardigan. I thought it would be super fun to share with you. And that's what I have for you today. Little stitching, little Stitchmas, little giveaways, little sweaters, all the things. Stitchmas is coming. I so hope you're excited. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be here next Friday. That's going to be just play by ear, but at least for sure I'll be here on December 1. Yay, yay. So that's the following Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll come in next week with a random video just for funsies. I won't have an update because I'll be busy probably knitting. That's really, let's be honest, that's what I'm probably going to do because I want this to, how great would this be to wear to Thanksgiving without sleeves? Because there's no way I'm going to get the body and the sleeves done in less than a week. Ain't going to happen. But maybe I could be the person who rolls in this waist yarn. That was a technique I had to learn. But, I think I'm super excited about it. All right, friends, so that's what I've got. I will see you next time, whenever that is, sometime soon. So I hope you enjoy your family, your friends, and happy stitching, friends.